Hey everybody, how you doing? Emma D, sitting here on a beautiful Saturday morning thinking thoughts about things with my girl Pika P. So, I was talking to my girl Pika the other day, right? I'm like, Pika, what do you want to talk about? What are your thoughts? What are your things? We're talking to people, we're saying things. What do you want to know about the things and the stuff? And my girl Pika, ooh, Odin, hold on, we have a visitor. You know, say hi. What are you doing? Odin! The crusty boy. Oh my goodness. Okay. Interruption. I'm so sorry. You know what? Let's take a moment to pause here and go ahead and move your finger. Flick it a little bit and hit that like button. Just like it like that. Or subscribe or comment or something before we get into it. But anyways, so my girl Pika P, she came to me and she said, I want to know more about this Sam Bankman Fried thing. Okay, you got O'Leary saying things. You got people saying things about stuff and like, what? And I'm like, girl, I'm going to tell you right now. That man is pure evil. That's not, he's all bad, and don't trust nobody that told you any different, okay? Because I have notes, I have a piece of paper, things written on it, because I'm like, okay, we are gonna talk about Mr. Sam Bankman Fried, okay? So the news is real quick, trying to flip script, talking about, you know, he wasn't that bad, and he didn't know better and all that. So okay, all right, let's the man ain't stupid. Okay, but where did he come from, right? Let's talk about that real quick. So his dad, Mr. Jojo Bankman over here, Banky Banks, okay, the foremost authority in the U.S. on tax law. So that's cool. Shout out to Wikipedia for that information, Googs. And then you got Barb. Of course, his mom's Barb. And Barb over here is a law professor at Stanford. All right. So he grew up in a household knowing things about these kinds of things, which are things that are of particular interest with this whole thing, because, okay, so the foremost authority on tax law, you have tax counts and tax and money and moving money and what you can do with money, but we needed regulation. Okay, so he didn't know what was really going on, all right, so that's cool, all right. So perhaps he didn't, but the amount of money, you know, like $35 billion in the last election cycle went to the Democratic Party, which I don't, you know, we'll talk about that another day. But, okay, so he's throwing money around, and the whole altruistic bullshit routine he played. You know, I want to donate it all, it's all great. You know what, let me tell you something, honey, let me tell you real quick. I could be real altruistic with your money. Best believe I would be the most giving person on the face of the earth with 300 billion other people's money. Hell yeah, boo-boo, you can paint a real pretty picture on someone else's dime. Don't buy that bag of bullshit. But okay, so then you got O'Leary out here, and he was trying to back SBF, talking about, well, he didn't have a bad bone in his body, and, you know, I'd do business with him again. There was nothing. Excuse you, sir? All right. So the only thing you really just did right now was told me what you were made of, because you have no evidence that this man has a bad, because he told you a story about doing good things. So here's, all right, Miss Pika, so here's the story. Here's what we really need to talk about. And here's the word of the day: narcissist. Sam Bankman Fried is a narcissist, and a very specific kind, and he did the job very well, but he manipulated everyone around him. He created the illusion he needed to create. He presented himself. We all have characters we must play in this life, and he did his quite well. I mean, just giving and love, and my whole thing is peace, love, rock and roll, man. I just want to help the world be a better place with your money, and I'm going to give all the money to the people that already have the money to control the money while doing backdoor deals to make sure you can't keep your money for damn sure. But he's a good guy. Why is he a good guy? What evidence do you have besides a story he sold you? Every action he has resonated to a different fallout. I mean, let's talk about this. $30 billion in FTX alone. $30 billion. Just bye now. But then that's not even looking at Voyager, Celsius, Gemini, Genesis, maybe crypto.com, maybe Coinbase, maybe Binance, maybe everything crumbles. Maybe the only thing that matters now is if we got cold storage and then we can just peer-to-peer, person-to-person, whatever, wham, bam, just if you got a cold storage wallet and we can transfer it. Like, what? Let's just knock it all down. I mean, which, makes a lot of sense. But I also got a lot of questions on how much, supported bits out there, and feel like there aren't as many coins as people be saying they got coins with the coins and the coins and coins. So, I mean, yeah, cold storage is the way to go. Make sure you own that shit on blockchain, on ledger. It's known. What's known is known. That's yours. But anyways, that's a different thing. If y'all ain't even learned by now, like, get it off. Exchange, just off. They all, none of them. Oh my God, the amount of dirty with the money and the laundering of the money and the people. This is just... Look, here's the thing. We all come from what we know, right? Like, my dad was a psychiatric RN, okay? He worked in some of the craziest hospitals around there, in Honolulu, Pelican Bay. Like, yeah, my dad's done some crazy... The find out, he is the physical embodiment of the find out. Like, he's the dude they send in when you let your crazy show a little too hard. Captain Halidol over here. Oh, didn't you tell him about it, baby? I am the product of find out. Clearly, I mean, let's do something. So, no apples fall very far. He came from knowledge of this subject. He knew exactly how to manipulate these things. Shit, there's videos of him telling us he knew exactly what he was doing, how he built it, how it was gonna fall. But, I don't care. I'm still, Caroline, boo, it was you. I don't care. I don't care what anyone says. I think FTX wouldn't have fallen this way. I think Sam could have kept this little charade up a little while longer. I think he started sticking it somewhere else, and you got your feelers all hurt because you didn't, climb your way to the top. You didn't fight for that spot. Your crazy self. Caroline, I see you. I still don't. No, I don't. She blew it all. She made some bet. I promise you. I don't care. Call me crazy, but when this all settles, like, Caroline did some things that helped with all of this in some way, shape, or form. I just feel it off that little, don't trust you. Trust none of these people. Don't you? That's what I say about SBF. Don't you trust none of these people? Like, that's the problem in this country. We're over here trusting what people tell you, not even looking at what you see with your own eyes. Like, with your own eye, you see what they're doing. Like, these people are insane. We live in this illusionary world where I can, like, literally be standing somewhere. I could watch you punch someone in the face. Like, you just walk up, cold cock a 90-year-old woman. I'm just like, damn, son. Like, I saw that. You can't be doing that. They're like, no, I didn't. That didn't happen. You didn't see that. That's what, there was a bee. She turned a different direction. There was the sun, and then the light off of the reflection of the water, and you done seen some different things. That's not what you... I'm like, no, I saw you. You just walked up and you laid her out. Like, you KO'd that old broad. What happened? And you're like, nah, it didn't even happen. Wasn't me. Didn't happen. Nah. And we just believe that. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, I tell you. So those are my thoughts about that, Miss Pika. Let me know.